All right. So again, just if you're not familiar how to get to the accounts here, you've got these platform logins right here. So you can go in here and go over to Lofty. I've already signed in, so I already have mine in here. I don't really need this. So once you're in your account, there's a few things you can do here. I know pretty much all of us have kind of gone over like the basics of like putting people, adding people in there, which is pretty easy. But let's say we want to start marketing these listings or different things that are on uh, that are in Lofty that you can do for your clients, or for different leads that you're putting into your system. So you've got your dashboard here. If you don't see your dashboard and it shows like onboarding or whatever, there should be a button right over here that says like explore CRM. Click on that and it should take you out of that little onboarding thing there. But I'm just going to go to, my normal, my people here. So there's a few things you can do. Um, you could do a couple things. Something that's like quick and easy. If you're just trying to send out a message to your clients, you can always select all of them here, and you can send out a mass text or a mass email directly from this screen. So, and you can select more people as well. If you see right here, you've got the option to choose some more. So you can do 100 people, a bit. So then it'll go and it'll select 100 people. And then you could click page 2 and you could select 100 more. So you've got all these leads here. You've got 200 leads right here. You can send a mass email. So you could send an email out if there was some new information that came out, or you're like, oh, hey, just so you know, interest rates went down half a point or whatever it may be. Or, you could also do that via text, and you can add like pictures or different things. So like if it's a holiday, you can go in here and you can send this out and be like, hey, it's a holiday, so I'm going to put in something for the holiday. You click this little picture button on the email, and then there's already a bunch of templates in here. So, and then you'll see here's all the options. You can click holiday and it'll pull up a bunch of different holiday ones when it loads. There we go. And so you can pretty easily, maybe they haven't updated for Christmas yet. Oh, they probably have. It's just loading. It's thinking about it. But you could pretty easily grab one of these, just throw it in your email, any of these templates. I'm just going to use one of these right now. We'll just use this one. Click choose. I don't want to edit it, but I clicked on the edit button. But you can edit it. So you can modify this actual little template it gives you. You can write stuff on it, put pictures on it, crop it. You can add other stuff to it. You can change any of that information. So it'll throw it in here, throws it in there in your email. And you could not write anything else. And you could just literally send this. And you just click the send button and then it's gone. And then, now it's been sent out. And again, it's going to send, it's going to send the email to each lead individually, even though it looks like it's sending it to all these people. It's not. So don't get freaked out or anything like that. So that's a quick way. Also a really good way, and again, we'll talk about some of these other things, but you can send out, I'm sure you guys know how to get your link for your mobile app. You can go in here and you can literally copy and paste your mobile app in here, your link, and then you can literally go through and send, hey, download my mobile app really quickly to all your leads to make sure that, they all know how to get there, all that stuff. So that's just in case you guys didn't know. You can send mass texts and mass emails from this screen right here. Once you do a certain amount of items, you'll see that it'll kind of like block it. It'll be like, hey, that's too many people. Come on now, is it not clicking on the second page? Okay, just freaking out now. But once you click these and you select a certain amount of leads there, it's gonna start taking away some of these options. So I think the mass amount of leads you can send an email to is like 300 right from this screen. And for text messages, I think it's 200 or something like that right off the bat. So otherwise you'd have to do it a different way. Any questions on that? That kind of makes sense, right? Not very complicated.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you send an email or text out like that, does it plug in the lead's name?
Yeah. For any communications you send out, so like here's this lead right here. This is a new lead that just came in. I don't know what this one's for. Okay, so this is a company lead. So if I go here and I send an email, then you can do this from the other screen as well. When this email box pops up, you're going to have some options here for variables. Variables are going to allow you to put in different attributes for that specific lead. So if I go, hey, come on, man, I can't type. So if I go, hey, and then I click on this variable button, you've got lead variables and you go agent variables. Lead variables are going to obviously do with your lead. And you'll see lead name is going to be their full name. So it's going to say first and last name. If you do lead first name, it's just going to put in their lead first name. So now when you're sending a mass email, it'll actually say lead first name with like some little brackets around it. And it won't say the lead's name directly because you're sending it to a bunch of different people. So whichever lead it sends it to, it's going to automatically input their name into that email for you. So then it still looks more tailored and you don't have to type someone's name every single time.
Awesome.
So like, just to give you an example again here, if I do this and I do mass email, and now I go, hey, and then I do that variable now, it's going to look like this. It's going to put hashtag lead first name, and then you just put a comma after it or whatever it may be. Now, all these different people that I'm sending this email to, it'll put their name in. Now, you could do that for all kinds of stuff. So all of these options, you can do it for their email. You could do it for, it's going to depend on what information they have in their account, but all this stuff in here, you'll be able to automatically pull in there without you having to figure it out for each person. Then again, you can do the same thing for the agent, which is you. So you can put in, hey, make sure you give me a call, and you don't want to type in your phone number. You just do agent phone number. It's going to automatically input your phone number in there. So there's a bunch of stuff with that. Now, there's a couple things that I think are really useful that you guys probably should be doing, and it's a nice thing to go through and actually do periodically and send out to your clients, or even posting on social media. You can do that from Lofty as well. Now, the cool way to do it is to go in here and you can go to listings. So again, same thing with like listing to leads. You can advertise any property that's on the MLS. So if I just go to all listings here, or let's go to office listings, and then I'm going to look up company agents. And so let's see what we got here. I know there's who has a good listing right now. Let's do, we got Maria, and I know she has a listing, I'm pretty sure. Maybe, okay, maybe not. No, okay. So let's just go to any one of these. Let's find a nice one though. Let's find a good looking one. Seven Surprise, Phoenix. Oakland Street. I think this is one of Mike's. So you can go in here and you could actually go into your listings. You can go into the office listings or your own listings, or you can look at all the listings on the market. But I'm just going to look at this property here, this Oakland Street one. If I click on these three dots, I get some other options. I can click on this and see who the listing agent is. So I can see, yeah, this one's Justin Sullivan. So he's one of our agents. And so let's just say I want to promote this property because I think it looks cool and I want to advertise it. You can do a couple things. Now, you can go in here and you can actually send it directly. You can send it to leads. So it's going to find leads in here, and it's going to pull up all your leads. And you can go and literally just select these people, and you can email and text it to them directly. So you can send them this lead if there's specific houses you see that you're like, oh, these ones are really cool. And I know Paul and Patty were looking for something like this, then you can send this individual one to them directly. The other cool thing you could do is once you have like a lot of leads in your system, the system will actually match properties with the profiles of your clients. So like you can see right here, it says 9 matched. So if I click on this 9 matched, these people in my system, this property matches, what they're looking for. So I can go through and I could shoot them a text even because this matches their profile. And it'll say right here, hey, hi, lead first name. I noticed that this property matches your search, whatever, Oakland Street. And then it gives them the link to the listing. And it says, feel free to call me. And it puts my phone number in it. And this is just a text message. So I can just go and I can click send and I can directly send that out to those 9 people that it matched with. So that's a quick way to like market listings, but also just get stuff that's more specific to what your clients want out to them. And then hopefully, it's just another way to try to get them to interact with you. The other thing, again, like I said, you could just send a bunch of them all together if you want. You've also got this little button right here. If you have the CMA builder, which is extra, but it's kind of worth it. Of all the things I pay for in Chime, I pay for 2 things. I pay for the upgraded website and I pay for the CMA builder. Those things are worth it. The CMA builder is really nice. It creates like a little web page, like with all the information. So that's really good, especially, and it's really quick. So if you're just trying to send out like basic numbers or something like that to your clients, or they want to see, you can send that out real quick, and it looks pretty good. But the other cool thing you can do, which is probably my favorite thing you can do with this, is you can actually push this little share button. So if you click this share button, now you'll have to connect your social media accounts, which if you haven't and you just see yours will be grayed out, if you click on them, it'll ask you to connect it. So, and then you'll just, and if you just even have a Facebook or an Instagram, that's fine. You don't have to have all the channels like I do, but you connect your Facebook and your Instagram. Then you can post this directly to social media. So, and you can either have it go out like ASAP, or you can have it go out. You can edit this and schedule it for a different day. And then you always want to put, I obtain necessary permissions, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, it's going to put this info on it. And then the only thing I might want to add on here is just going to add like listed. Oops, help if I could spell. Man. Almost every word I typed was wrong. There we go. So yeah, so you can directly publish this. It's going to post these couple pictures, and it's also going to post a link. So if you look, this is what it's going to look like on Facebook, and it'll show right here. It'll show the address, blah, 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 listed by Barrett Real Estate. If they click on this link, it'll go to your website, your personal website, for them to search for properties. So then once they start searching for properties, say someone online sees this link, say someone on your Instagram or your Facebook sees this link, they click on it, they view the property. It's going to, after a few seconds, it's going to ask them that they need to sign in if they want to keep looking at properties. And then once they do that, this is going to generate a lead. So this is another free way of like doing marketing instead of like running ads. You could just post these properties. Again, this is kind of what Listing to Leads does, and Listing to Leads probably does it a little bit better. But if you don't know how to use Listing to Leads, or you're, again, for all of you guys, I would tell you guys, leverage the things that make the most sense to you. Me personally, I use Listing to Leads more than I use Lofty for this kind of stuff. But some people are more comfortable using the same software for everything. Or maybe you think that Lofty's easier and more user-friendly than Listing to Leads is. So, use what makes sense for you. What's important is if you guys actually use it and like do it consistently. So if you're wanting to do that stuff and send out properties, but you're not sure how to get all the Listing to Lead set up and you don't have time to go to the classes or do the trainings, then it's like just use Lofty if you can. It's a little bit simpler. It's a little bit easier. It's not as time consuming to figure out. But yeah, so use the things that make sense. You don't have to use all the tools, you know, just use the ones that you can use and that make sense for your business. So, but yeah, again, you can just post this directly and it'll post it to Instagram and Facebook and boom, you're done. And then if you have other ones on here, you can, it'll post on LinkedIn, all that stuff, Google Business, all that jazz. But does that make sense so far?
Yes.
Any questions on that? Okay. The really cool thing that you can do with this, though, is they have an actual video thing you can do, which hopefully I'm not crazy. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So what you'll do used to be just a different button, but now it just looks different. So if you click on this little add images / video, click on that. So now if you see generate listing video, you've only have 4 photos selected. You need 6 to generate a listing video. So you can go through here and select the listing, the photos that you think look the best. So you can go this one right here, and this one that shows off the kitchen, and this one that shows off the living room. We've got the bathroom. Bathroom looks nice, so pick that one too. And then backyard. Let's pick this one too. Yeah, no, it's good. So now we've got 6 photos selected, and now you have this option to generate listing video. If you click on this, now they have options. They didn't used to have options at all. So it used to just be one type of video that generated. And you've got some templates down here too, which is pretty cool. So you can make this a square video, and you've also got other templates here, which is pretty cool. So you can go in here and then you just click generate. And then it'll take a few minutes and you'll see your percentage here. So it's going to actually take those photos, string them together, add your information to it, and create a listing video for you. So this is another cool way, especially if you want to do more video content, because video content gets a lot more engagement generally than, just pictures on your social media. But this is an easy way for you to do something like that with, especially if you have no experience editing videos or doing anything like that. This is a really cool way of getting videos out there, or of these different properties. And you can pull any property off the MLS. You can pull a $5 million house. That's a lot of times what I'll do is I'll try and find like stupid expensive houses or really crazy unique houses. I'm sure you guys have all seen those things on like Facebook where it's like a Zillow, crazy Zillow house of the month, and it's like this terror house of like, where it looks like a cult lived in it or something like that. People post those all the time just to get the clicks of people that click on it. So, and then if someone clicks on this and views it on your website, it may ask them, oh, if you want to keep looking at houses, you got to sign in, and then maybe they're going to be signing in. So, so now you can see, and I'm just going to unselect some of these so it stops giving me errors. So you can see here, it's generated a video. Now, if I click on this, it's going to pull up this video here. And so it's added my information to it. And it'll add music to it as well. I don't know if you guys can hear the music, but. So boom, I made a video and I didn't do anything to do it. I just picked some photos. So that is a super cool thing you can do. And again, you can schedule it to post, or you can post it immediately right now and it'll just go out. And then, you're good to go. So this is a super, super cool tool that you can use. It just makes it a lot easier to do some of this automatic stuff. Makes it easy. What do you guys think of that? Do you guys think that's cool, or do you guys think that's lame?
I think that's cool as heck. Do we have to ask permission from the people who have the listing? Can we
No.
advertise it for you?
No, you don't have to. Me personally, what I do is I will, not because I feel like I'm going to get in trouble if I don't. I will because what I want to do is create connections with these agents. I work a lot off of like I surprisingly I get a lot of referrals from other agents. So I'll tell agents that I meet, maybe I can't give them a deal, but I want them to help me and I want them to give me some of their leads because maybe they get a lot of leads. So I'll tell them like, hey, I'll help promote your property, like, or even when I do open houses for people, I'll tell them like, hey, I'll do a free open house for you. I'm going to buy all the supplies. I'm going to, make it look really good, blah, blah, blah. That's kind of like a marketing kind of tool, is like marketing myself, as being like, hey, I'm going to do all this stuff for you for free. And they'll be like, wow, Evo's great. He helps me with all kinds of stuff. So, and again, it does benefit me because maybe I'll get a deal or something from this one, from some person looking at this property online. And also, they'd be like, wow, Evo helps me so much. He advertises my stuff. I'm going to send him this deal that I can't go do because I don't want to drive to Maricopa or, whatever it may be. So I always like telling them, because most of the time they're like, heck yeah. I don't think any agent's going to tell you, no, please don't advertise my property for free and help me sell it. But, but again, if it's on the MLS, we're allowed to market it. We just have to specify that it's listed by a certain brokerage. So if it's listed by us, you can pretty much, you don't have to do anything because you're already representing us. But I always put the brokerage like listed by Barrett Real Estate, or if it's like HomeSmart, so you go in there and you find the listing that's listed by HomeSmart, all you need to put is listed by HomeSmart. So you just need to put the brokerage that it's listed by. You don't have to put the listing agent. You just have to put the brokerage. That was a long way to answer your question, but yeah.
Good, thanks a lot.
So yeah, this thing's super cool. And again, all you have to do is when you go in here, if you click on these, it's going to ask you to connect your social media. And so Instagram and Facebook are easy because they're connected. So you just have to sign into your Facebook to connect those. And if you have the other ones, then cool, go ahead and add them. But if you don't, you just add those two, and you'll be golden. And then again, you can just post it. You don't have to do anything extra. So this is a super cool feature. I use this all the time, especially when it's like one of our properties, or if it's like I'll do like a post. I'll do like a post every other week that I'll do like, listing of the month, or whatever it may be. And I'll just say, hey, look at this cool listing, and I'll just find a super expensive. I'll go in here and you can look for something specific. You can put actual filters on here, but you can go like 1 million, and then for minimum price, let's just put 1 million. So you got all these properties for 1 million. Okay, we've got. Come on, put some more. So like this one's $2 million. Where the fuck is Youngtown? I've never even heard of this. But it's like, where is it? Who lives out there? Who's lost?
I actually was showing houses out there for a couple who lived
Oh,
off the
really?
Air Force Base. Yes.
I'm like, what? Where is this? I've never even heard of this. Oh, I'm looking
It's
through office listings. I was wondering, I was like, why do we only have 7? That doesn't make sense. So yeah, we got all listings here. And then I'll put minimum price 1 million. Now we should show up some expensive homes. So yeah, there we go. We got 2.9, $4 million house. So these are always cool ones, like to just grab and just be like, hey, I'm gonna market this one. And if you want to see that who it's listed by, all you're gonna do is just click on this little 3 dots, and then you click this little person, and it'll tell you this one's listed by HomeSmart, and then you can just literally copy this right here. And then go ahead and you got your little post, and then just do your listed by HomeSmart. There you go. And then again, you can do the same thing, create a video with this so that you know, more interesting. Or even if you don't want to create a video, you could just pick different photos. So if like this doesn't really show you what the house looks like, obviously, but you know, so you want to probably pick some other photos that show you what the actual house looks like. Well, this house is cool. You guys want to give me $6 million?
Can you add video of yourself in it? Like, could you do a little intro?
Not, well, I mean, there is an upload from your computer button. You might be able to. I've never tried it, to be honest. I'm lazy, so I'm just doing the easy way to do it. So I'm just like, I'll pick the photos that make sense. Good to go. But you could try it and let me know if it works. I don't know, but if it does, that'd be really cool. And then you can generate your video there as well. I like this first template. This is the original template that they had, and this one's pretty good. I like this one. But maybe I'm just used to this template. But right now, because it hasn't finished loading, there's no audio, but normally it'll automatically add in the audio for you. So you'll have audio on there. Then you click generate, and it'll generate. So, but yes, I don't know if you can put video in there, but you could try to and see if it works. I'm trying to make everything easy. So extra work, not for me. The one thing you can do just to show you, so does this make sense with the listings here, the different things you can do marketing wise? Take that as a yes. Okay, cool, perfect. Yes, okay, cool. The other thing you can do is if you go here under campaigns, which I think it's under campaigns, it should be. Yeah, it's under campaigns. So the tool that we're using to post that stuff on social media, if you go under campaigns, is your social studio. So this right here, and I think you get a certain amount that you can do, you know, that you can send out, or a certain amount of posts you can schedule out. But you can actually go in this calendar here, and then you can go and you can create a post, and you can use like one of their templates, or you can just do a custom one, you know, post whatever you want, and then you can upload a video, or you know, whatever it is that you want to add on there. Like let's just say I'll just click this, it's in here for now, and now it's going to add this little thing. So you could upload a photo or a video, and then you could schedule it out. So you don't have to necessarily go and manually post it yourself. You could go and schedule it out for the 20th. And you could click apply. And then, you know, you write something in here. And then deselect this and deselect Instagram. But you could go and schedule this post, and now it'll go out on the 20th. So that'll help you too if you're going through and you're trying to make some stuff, but you don't want to, like, you know, invest the money on like an actual you know, there's softwares to schedule content, you know, and different things like that. If you don't invest money in it, you're already kind of paying for it. So it's in here. So definitely use this. But if you do film some videos or some TikToks or some reels or whatever, you can go in here and schedule them, so you don't have to like post them all in one day or try to remember, you know, oh, hey, I had that video that I filmed, I got to post that. So this will kind of make some stuff a little bit easier for you as well. You can go in here and schedule stuff. Any questions on this? Nope. Okay, cool. Any other stuff you guys have questions on in general?
I do. I have a question. So
Yeah.
I have some people that are in the app, and I was told that they would just convert over into Lofty, but I don't see them under my people or anything. So I was wondering if you could tell me
Let me
what I
look.
need to do.
Sorry, one sec. So yeah, so it should be. Are you seeing the people come into your account at all, or no?
No.
Okay. then there may be an issue with you, and you can go in there and fix it, but I can go in there and do it too. Probably it'll be faster if I do it, but or if you want to do it, go ahead. But what you have to do to make sure that your leads go into Lofty is you're going to go into your settings here. And this will be a good thing for me to probably show you guys on the app, but you'll go into your settings here. You'll go into, I think it's going to be under lead capture. And then if you scroll down, you'll have this unique parsing email address. This will help you connect third-party CRMs that aren't necessarily directly integratable, but if you want to send information from those ones to this one, you could do that. You can copy this email, and then all you would do is you would log into your backend system of your Barrett mobile app. So if you go to Brokerment, you go to your Barrett mobile app login, and then I'll log in here just to go and show you, but and we'll get into this later, but just to show you. Or that's not my password. Your password will be this login will be the exact same for whatever you do to log into your app here. So then you'll just go into your actual profile, and then you should have a. Oh, maybe you guys can't do it yourselves. Oh no, you can. Oh, maybe you can't. Weird. Okay, well, I'll fix it for you. But there is an API key. You can connect it that way, but trust me, the way I do it, it'll be easier. So, but that email address, yeah, that email address, you can put it into all kinds of different programs to connect all those things to Lofty. So like not only are like Facebook, Realtor.com, all that stuff connected here, you can connect like all these, there's a ton of different types of like softwares that are all, not necessarily directly integratable, but like third-party integratable. You can connect those. Most of the time you'll need this email address, and it'll ask you for that parsing email to be able to go in and put that stuff in there. But you will notice, I'll make sure that's connected, but when the leads come into your app, they won't necessarily, you'll see them, but you won't be able to see what they're searching for. So you won't be able to see what they're searching for on the mobile app in Lofty. You'll have to actually look in the mobile app to see what they're searching, if that makes sense. That's the only information it won't transfer over.
Okay.
Any other questions? Let's see who we got. We got Jim. We got Elizabeth. We got, who else we got? We got Evo. No, I'm just kidding. We got Frank. We got Denise's. I don't know how to say it. Well, don't you say you go by Denise?
Yep, I go by Denise's. Denise's.
Okay. I'm gonna get it, and it's gonna be perfect. I swear. It's also because I can't read, so me reading a name is harder too.
The Y throws it off.
Right? I'm like,
Trust me, I've heard Denise's.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
Denise's. Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's funny because most people, when they read my name, they're like, that makes sense. But when they hear it, they think I'm saying something else. They'll be like, Evan? Evil? Evo?
I could go with evil. So
people hear Elmo. I'm like, Elmo? Why would I be named Elmo? Any questions for anybody on anything else? And then we can end this one early, and then I think you guys will really like, if you guys have the mobile app, I think you guys will really like the mobile app training that we'll do, because I'm going to show you some things specifically that you can do to market the app. And we'll jump on that on 11:30. But if you guys have any other questions.
I have a quick question. So when you say we could integrate other searches, so I'm more gonna be commercial, so like things like Crexy. Can I go through that same process and like with my email address so that everything goes into Lofty?
So yes, Crexus that's an MLS, correct?
Yeah, for on the
So
commercial side.
yeah, so with that, you're not going to be able to integrate the actual like searching ability with that. The only thing that that third-party API key or that parsing email does is essentially any CRM system or any outside system. Say say it is Crexy. They may have the ability to send like information like leads or like client information, which it's an MLS, so most likely you're not going to be storing leads in there, like client information into another system. Now, the way you would do that if two systems don't connect directly would be through like a parsing email. So essentially, what, like, just for example, like what the mobile app is doing is the mobile app, like our mobile app, is essentially a lead is coming into it. You know, it's a new user creates. Once that new user creates, it's going to update, you know, any system that's connected to it by sending an email. So it actually, like internally, sends an email to Lofty saying, "Hey, here's a new lead," and then it actually will. Lofty then translates that and goes, "Oh, there's a new lead in the mobile app. This is the source it came from." And then, you know, any notes of like what it was, what the people are looking for, the basic search will pop up in Lofty. But it's not necessarily like a searching capabilities that it's translating back and forth,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yep, it
So
does.
same process with any other outside like lead generating source. So like if you're using you know, realtor.com, similar to that, but they're directly integratable. But most, if you look at any like program you pay for that generates leads or like stores leads in its system that are being generated or whatever it may be for you, you can generally have a parsing email that directly sends anything in that system over to your other system that you use so that you don't have to go back and forth between the two. So that's really all it does, unfortunately. So yeah, for the commercial side, it might be a little bit harder. And I know Tim has I think Tim has a different, what's it called? CRM. Are you working with Tim?
Yeah, and he said
Okay.
he uses Lofty, and I think he's trying to make some updates. So that's why I was asking that question.
Yeah, that you can't do, but it is still really good for just keeping track of people, even if you, for the commercial side at least, because it's really set up for clients to be searching, and like the IDX is set up through, you know, the residential MLS. But even if you're just keeping track of your people individually and setting up smart plans, that's still a huge benefit as well
Okay.
on that side. But some of the functionalities won't be fully capable with the commercial side. So cool. Any other questions? Awesome. Well, if everybody feels good, or hopefully you guys feel like you got some good information, or maybe that was a waste of your time, let me know. Yeah, then we'll reconvene at 11:30. We'll have a little break here real quick, and then we'll reconvene at 11:30. And then if you have the mobile app, awesome, jump on. If you don't have it yet, but you're not sure if you want to get it, feel free to jump on, and you know, you can see all the stuff that it can do. Cool. All righty, guys. I'll see you in a bit.